Hare Krishna. So again, before I go further, I am just repeating that we have started the verse number 1 of Sri Isopanisad, and what we have discussed till now. In invocation, the theme is absolute truth is perfect and everything emanating from him is perfect. Then mantra 1, everything belongs to Ishwar. Mantra 2, which we will discuss maybe tomorrow, benefit of living in harmony with Supreme. And mantra 3, harm of living in disharmony. Now this mantra number 1, Isha Vasha Idam Sarvam Yad Kinchit Jagatyam Jagattena Tvektena Bhunjita Mam Girdakasya Swadhanam. The question, whose property is this? It was here before you came. It will stay here when you leave. So it does not belong to you. So similar verse is in 8.1.10. And I requested you take 10 minutes and read this verse in Bhagavatam. And purport is very beautiful by Srila Prabhupada. Now our mantra 1, we have discussed the first 2 paragraphs. Glory of Vedic knowledge. It is Aparushya. It is free from any defect. It is coming in disciplic succession. So it is perfect. Now we are studying how the Lord is proprietor of everything. Verse number 3 and 4. Para number 3 and 4. So see first 7th chapter. What is in 7th chapter? The 7th chapter discuss, one verse is this: Bhumir apo anlo vayu kham mano buddhir evacha ahankar iti yam bhinna prakriti yasya. These 8 things are my inferior energy. What is that? Earth, water, fire, air, ether, as well as their sense objects. Pradhan, Mahatattva, false ego are my separated energy in 8 divisions. And next verse says, Apareyam mitastvanyam prakritim vidhime param jeev bhutam mahabhaho yayedam dharyate jagat. This is my inferior energy. But understand my superior energy, which is different from inferior energy. It is jivas, the souls, who employ the inferior energy for their enjoyment. So now here it is written where the para and apara prakriti are discussed. The elements of nature, earth, water, false ego, all belongs to Lord's inferior or apara prakriti. Whereas the living beings, they belongs to the para prakriti, superior energy. Now Srila Prabhupada has used the 2 words, organic and inorganic. Jivas are organic and material world is inorganic. Both these energies are coming from Supreme Lord. And He is the controller of everything that exists. There is nothing in the universe that does not belong to either the para or apara prakriti. Therefore everything is the property of Supreme Lord. So now, by now you understand one thing. Whatever is in this material world, it is only 2 energies of the Krishna. Either living entity, one is living entity, other is material nature. This is all everything is this 2 and they all belongs to Krishna. And these are the 2 energies of the Krishna. What are the different languages for these 2 energies? Different language for these 2 energies. One is called, sorry, say again, yes? Yeah, that is one way. I am going to tell you the sum which commonly you know. The, sorry? Yeah, Bahiranga Shakti and Tatistha Shakti. Material energy is Bahiranga Shakti and living entity is Tatistha Shakti or marginal energy. External and marginal.
Antaranga Shakti?
It's not in material world.
Yes, it's spiritual.
So these 2 energies comprises the material world. So we are going to the para number 1, 2, 3, 4. Para number 4. Same concept. Because the Supreme Being, the Absolute Personality of Godhead, is the complete person. He has complete and perfect intelligence to adjust everything by means of his different potencies. The Supreme Being is often compared to the fire analogy. And everything organic and inorganic. Organic means living. And inorganic means non-living. Animate and inanimate. Is compared to the heat and light of the fire. So Supreme Light is like fire. Then the inferior and superior energies are like light and heat. It's a crude analogy. Just as the fire distributes energy in the form of heat and light, Lord displays the energy in different ways. He thus remains the ultimate controller. Not only controller, sustainer and dictator. Controller, sustainer and dictator. The knower of everything and the benefactor of everyone. So you remember these 5 names, 5 words. He is possessor, he is ultimate controller, sustainer, dictator of everything. He is possessor of all potencies and the knower of everything and the benefactor of everyone. So here the Sarvabhutanam, Sarvalok Maheshwaram. He is full of inconceivable opulences. Achintya Shakti, Achintya Vaibhav. Now what is this line? Now somebody can tell what is this line? He is full of inconceivable opulence, power, fame, beauty, knowledge and renunciation. Can somebody tell me what is this? Shadeshwarya of a Bhagavan. Lord's 6 opulences. So he is Bhagavan, right? So our second paragraph is over. So now, how everything is ruled in material world, how everything belongs to Krishna, but how it is ruled, some insight is given here. How Brahmanas and Kshatriya rule. So Krishna is in the spiritual realm is controller. But Brahmanas are called Bhudeva. Bhu means Mother Earth. Deva means the Lord. Bhudeva. And Shastri and Brahman, they rule the material world. And then Kshatriya, they are called material realm. In a material realm, they are called Nardeva. And also they use Shastri. So what is actually given here? You have this slide right now with you. Okay, what you are seeing here is Krishna is the ultimate controller. Then there are 2 sampradayas. One is called 2 parampara, a Rishi parampara coming from Brahmana and a Kshatri parampara, Raj Rishi parampara. So these are the 2 paramparas. They rule the rest of the humanity. So Brahman parampara is Rishi parampara and Kshatriya parampara. So Brahmanas are called Bhudeva. Bhu means Mother Earth. Deva means actually one who is a ruler like Bhupal, Bhudeva. And Nardeva, the king is called Nardeva. That is a material realm. They control, they rule everything. And they are representative, both are representative of God. Brahman is a brain of the God, of the universal farm, and Kshatriyas are the arms of the universal farm. So this is something how Krishna control everything through these two sampradayas, which were paramparas, through these two paramparas, Rajrishi parampara and Rishi parampara. So what is in the next paragraph? We can read one more paragraph. Oh, now is the para number 4 is the example of one's quota in nature. One's quota in nature. What is the meaning of one's quota in nature? One should therefore be intelligent enough to know that except for the Lord, no one is proprietor of anything. One should accept only those things that are set aside by the Lord as his quota, according to his karma. The cow, for instance, gives milk, but she does not drink that milk. She eats grass and straw, and her milk is designated as a food to the human beings. Such is the arrangement of the Lord. Thus we should be satisfied with those things he has kindly set aside for us. And we should always consider to whom those things we possess actually belong. Now the para number 6 and 7 is about take for example our dwelling, the whole human society, which is made of earth, wood, stone, iron, cement, and so many other material things. If we think in terms of Sri Isopanisad, we must know that we cannot produce any of these building material ourselves. We can simply bring them together and transform them into different shapes by our labor. A laborer cannot claim to be proprietor of a thing just because he has worked hard to manufacture it. So, Srila Prabhupada writes in that purport of Bhagavatam, since he is working, so he should get the remuneration. That is his quota. That he should enjoy because he is working. So one time some cement factory owner came to see Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur. Srila Prabhupada asked, yes, what do you do? He said, I have cement factory. He said, how you make cement? He said, from the rocks, hill. Say, who made the hill and rocks? Say, God. He said, you are using God's property and using your name and selling? He said, well, then you are thief. Prabhupada said, you are thief. You are using Krishna's things and telling that this is my factory. He said, no, I am coming into the temple, I am giving some charity. He said, that's good. That is all right, but stealing more and giving less, it's a small thief. So what Srila Prabhupada is writing, whatever thing we see in this material world, our building, our home, our all gadgets, nothing material nobody can produce. Everything is coming ultimately from the nature. Therefore, nobody is proper. We are simply laborers, so we should get our quota as our salary. In a modern society, there is always a great quarrel between laborers and capitalists. This is the communist and capitalist. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is open. Hari Bol. Open, open. My class is going on. Yeah. Hare Krishna, sorry. Now Srila Prabhupada is discussing, in modern society there are always great quarrels between the laborers and capitalists. It means communist and capitalist. This quarrel has taken an international shape and the world is in danger. Men face one another in enmity and snarl just like cats and dogs, fighting. Sri Isopanisad cannot give advice to the cat and dogs, but it can deliver the message of Godhead to the man through the bona fide Acharya or holy teachers. The human race should take the Vedic wisdom of Sri Isopanisad and not quarrel over material possessions. One must be satisfied with whatever privileges are given to him by the mercy of the Lord. There can be no peace if the communists and capitalists or any other party claim proprietorship over the resources of the nature, which are entirely the property of the Lord. The capitalists cannot curb the communist simply by political maneuvering, nor can the communists defeat the capitalists simply by fighting for stolen bread. If they do not recognize the proprietorship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all the property they claim to be their own is stolen. Consequently, they will be liable to be punished by the laws of nature. Nuclear bombs are in the hands of both communists and capitalists. And if both do not recognize the proprietor of the Supreme Lord, it is certain that these bombs will ultimately ruin both parties. Thus, in order to save themselves and bring peace to the world, both parties must follow the instruction of Sri Isopanisad. Now see our slide, Spiritual Communism, para 7. We will reach maybe tomorrow. So see what is there in this slide. Comparison of the socio-economical system. Communism, caste system, capitalism. Communism imposes artificial material equality. Talented are not rewarded. People become lethargic. Most people live in scarcity and so stay dissatisfied. This is communism. And caste system integrate absolute spiritual equality of all people with their relative material diversities. This is one ashram. As everyone is engaged according to their natures, they work diligently and happily and society gets maximum benefit. This is one ashram. Capitalism. Allow wealth to determine position and power. Wealthy exploit the needy. Cutthroat competition and insecurity. Everybody is greedy for money. So everybody is dissatisfied. That is what we have in capitalist and communist, and what is in the middle is the Varna ashram system. Therefore, the Varna ashram, spiritual communism, basic principle underlying Varna ashram, spiritually everyone is equal, materially everyone is different. So we are going up till now today, maybe 7th paragraph we should read sometime. But see what is the first question in our best question bank. What principle is presented in mantra 1? Explain. What principle is in mantra 1? Somebody can say?
Everything belongs to Ishvara.
Yes, everything belongs to Ishvara is a principle. Then it says explain. Class. Yes, this principle you understood, very nice. Now, explain. Explain means the third and fourth paragraph. how everything belongs to Krishna, both energy under Krishna's control. Answer the following inquiries. Following inquiry based upon mantra 1. If everything belongs to Krishna, can I take your laundry soap without asking? Ha ha ha. This is the last line. Only enjoy your share. Don't encroach on others' property. Get permission. No. What is the root of sin? Anyway, we have not reached to this. So rest of the question we will do tomorrow. Is it okay? Any question or comment? Tomorrow we will finish this mantra number 1 and we will finish mantra 2. So you get prepared till mantra. So verse number 2. Is it okay? Para number 7, if you want, we can read. Human beings are not meant to quarrel like cats and dogs. They must be intelligent enough to realize the importance of the aim of human life. The Vedic literature is meant for humanity and not for cats and dogs. Who are cats and dogs? Capitalists and communists. Cats and dogs can kill other animals for food without incurring sin. But if a man kills an animal for satisfaction of his uncontrolled taste buds, he is responsible for breaking the law of nature. Consequently, he must be punished. So there is a sin. Now from here, we will start tomorrow. We have maybe 1.5 page and then the 2 page for the mantra 2. So we will finish maybe tomorrow mantra 1 and 2, which means we will finish the first section.
Prabhuji, I have a doubt.
Yes, now you have any question or comments, come.
Yes, Prabhuji, actually the rich people, they might say that, whatever we are receiving is our share of quota. So how do we convince them that what is our real quota?
Well, basically your question is so broad. The quota for everybody is according to karma. Quota for everybody is according to the karma. Whatever they are getting, it is their karma. We should not be jealous of them and we should not be envious of them. We should enjoy what is in our quota. And if somebody is doing that, then it's some other verses will say they are doing sin. So now sin is coming in when we encroach on somebody else's property, then it is sin.
If by common hard work and intelligence, if someone is very rich, then it is okay. It's the result of his karma. So
yes. Suchinam Shrimatan Gehe Yoga Brashto Abhijayate. Some people, because of their pious activities, they are born in a very royal families because of their karma. But there are some, they are also doing illegal means to get the property. They are doing sinful activities. So they will be punished. Again, we will, how the Lord is the proprietor of everything. Para 3 and 4, we have some insight. Tomorrow we will see. Quota in the human society. We have some verses simply Prabhupada's purport for your more depth of understanding, but it's not needed for your question answer. So we will do tomorrow this section, complete this verse and go to the next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhu, just now you were saying about that universal form, the Rishi and Maharishis, the ruling the earth.
Yes.
Right? So is that, can we also understand that as Gotra?
Our Gotras are coming, we are all descendants of different Rishis. That is a different thing. But I am saying this is a parampara like Narada, Vyas is not a Raj Rishi parampara. This is a Rishi parampara. But there is a Raj Rishi parampara, sun god to the Vivasvat Manu to the Ikshvaku. So there is a Raj Rishi parampara and there is a Rishi parampara.
Oh, okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
So I think we have addressed the questions and some other things. Tomorrow we will complete this mantra and go to the next mantra. Is it okay? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah, my computer went out of the power. Okay, okay. Some questions is there? What is there? Yes. Yes, what is your question? Yes. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment? Hari Bol. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji, audible.
Any question or comment?
Wonderfully explain each and every point.
What? Say again?
I said wonderfully explain each and every point. Thank you so very much.
Okay, Krishna bless. Tomorrow again we will be together at 9 o'clock. Hari Bol.